Breaking news. Big updates are coming straight out of Los Angeles. The Chargers are making serious noise at minicamp, and something special is clearly happening behind the scenes. A new kind of energy, a stronger identity, and a clear message from the locker room. This team is not playing around. Jim Harbaugh is already shaking things up, and what's coming out of camp has fans and rivals paying close attention. Who's standing out? What players are rising as the real leaders? Stay tuned, because what we're seeing now could define the Chargers' entire season. Before we jump into the latest updates, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss breaking news about the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, let's dive into what's going down at Chargers minicamp. Minicamp may not be full-speed football, but it's far from meaningless. These early workouts, often called the Underwear Olympics, are where coaches start shaping their vision. No pads, no full contact, just pure drills and movement. But even in these light sessions, you can see who's serious and who's leading. Head coach Jim Harbaugh didn't hold back. He spotlighted a powerful group he calls the Elite Nine. These are players who aren't just talented, they're setting the tone for the entire team. Here's who made the list. Justin Herbert, the face of the franchise. Bigger, sharper, and more locked in than ever. Khalil Mack, still an absolute force. His energy? Unmatched. Derwin James, a true leader in the secondary. Tuli Tuipulotu, young, explosive, and ready to take a big step forward. Zion Johnson, quietly becoming one of the most dependable guys on the line. Ladd McConkey, a rookie who's already turning heads. Joe Alt, another rookie who looks like he belongs with the vets. Rashawn Slater, back healthy and hungry to dominate. Daiyan Henley, one to watch closely on defense. Even Josh Harris, the long snapper, got a shout-out, showing that leadership comes in all forms, even on special teams. What Harbaugh is building is more than just a team. It's a culture, one based on discipline, effort, and accountability. And if the Elite Nine live up to the hype, this Chargers squad could be something we haven't seen in a long time. A true contender. Derwin James, leadership and Charger culture. What we're seeing with the Chargers right now is more than just football practice. It's a complete shift in mindset. And at the center of that shift is Jim Harbaugh. He's not just coaching, he's building something deeper. In just his second year, you can already feel the change. The locker room has matured. The tone is serious. Players are buying in like never before. And Harbaugh isn't asking for greatness, he's demanding it. The difference between this era and what came before is crystal clear. Gone are the days of confusion and weak leadership. This team finally has structure, accountability, and real direction. The Chargers have grown up, and now the adults are in the room. One name that keeps coming up again and again, Derwin James. He's not only a leader on the field, but a symbol of everything the Chargers want to be: disciplined, consistent, and full of heart. When Jim Harbaugh talks about leadership, Derwin is front and center. Take a look at his jersey. It tells a story of greatness. Not just a team captain, but a man with patches of honor that reflect years of effort, impact, and respect. Team captain: Walter Payton, Man of the Year nominee, Courage Award winner, NFL record holder, All-Pro honors. And then there's the Block of Granite Award, a badge given for weight room excellence. That's right. Harbaugh created a patch to celebrate off-field strength and work ethic. It's not just about what you do on Sunday, it's how you prepare every single day. These patches may seem like small details, but they carry weight. They remind players who they are, what they've achieved, and what's expected. Every stitch is a piece of motivation, and Harbaugh understands that sometimes it's these little things that push athletes to go even harder. It's more than recognition, it's identity. And as Harbaugh molds this team, he's doing it with players like Derwin James who live and breathe leadership. The Elite Nine isn't just a nickname, it's a standard, a badge of responsibility. And with guys like Derwin leading the way, this Chargers team is moving with purpose towards something much bigger than just a winning record. Derwin James and Daiyan Henley steal the show. Let's talk about Derwin James, because what he's doing in camp right now is nothing short of electric. From the very first day of minicamp, Derwin made it crystal clear he's not easing into the season. He's already playing like it's week 10. Coaches, teammates, and reporters are all saying the same thing. Derwin looks unstoppable. Under new defensive coordinator Jesse Minter, Derwin's talents are being unleashed in the smartest way possible. He's moving around the defense like a chess piece, shifting between safety, nickel, and even blitzing positions. The results? Pure dominance. On day one, he broke up a screen pass with perfect timing, shooting in from the edge like a missile. Moments later, he pulled off an acrobatic interception in the red zone, tipping a pass and juggling it before securing the pick. Then he tipped another pass that ended up in the hands of Denzel Perryman, another defensive highlight. This is the kind of versatility that makes Derwin James one of the most dangerous defenders in the NFL. Jesse Minter clearly knows how to use him, and the results are already showing. But Derwin isn't the only one turning heads. Daiyan Henley, last year's leading tackler, is stepping into a new level of confidence and control. In just one season, he proved he belonged, and honestly, he should have been a Pro Bowler. Henley is the definition of a sideline-to-sideline linebacker. He flies around the field, shuts down running lanes, and plays with a relentless motor. Despite only 1 year of NFL experience, he's already becoming a key voice on defense. With Henley back in the same system and surrounded by stronger leadership, he's primed to have a breakout year. And this time, the league won't overlook him. And then, of course, there's Justin Herbert. We'll talk more about him soon, but let's just say this. The number of patches on his jersey says it all. He's not just the quarterback, he's the heart of the Chargers. Justin Herbert's big year and Rashawn Slater's mindset. Let's be real. This is Justin Herbert's year. Everything is finally coming together for him. He's no longer adjusting to new systems or learning new playbooks. For the first time in his career, he's stepping into a season with the same offense, more weapons, and a stronger line protecting him. And that changes everything. Many critics still question him. They bring up the playoff record. They talk about the lack of a deep postseason run. But those arguments are starting to feel outdated, because now Herbert has the team to silence every doubter. He's got a stacked defense behind him. He has young, hungry receivers around him. And most importantly, he has command of the entire offense. According to insiders, Herbert doesn't just follow the playbook, he owns it. He can adjust, improvise, and lead without hesitation. That's a scary thought for any defense facing him this season. The setup is perfect. The Chargers have the tools to be a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. And with a quarterback like Herbert in control, this could be the year he breaks through and earns that Pro Bowl spot people know he deserves. He's still just 25, with years ahead of him. But make no mistake, this year is personal. And if anyone is ready to prove the critics wrong, it's Justin Herbert. But let's not forget the man protecting his blind side, Rashawn Slater. There was some chatter about whether Slater would show up to minicamp due to contract discussions. After all, he's set to make nearly $19 million this season on his fifth-year option. But Slater didn't skip a beat. He showed up, ready to work. That's the kind of commitment that makes him special. He didn't have to be there. He could have sat out, waited on the business side, but instead, he chose to be with his teammates. That speaks volumes. Slater has always been a quiet warrior. He doesn't need the spotlight. He lets his play do the talking, and it speaks loud. He's one of the most dependable linemen in the league, and with him locked in at left tackle, Herbert can play with confidence and freedom. So when you look at the Chargers this year, don't just see talent, see unity, see leadership, see hunger. This team isn't hoping for a breakout. They're planning for it. Slater's contract, Zion's test year, and rookie spotlight. Let's talk about one of the biggest pillars of the Chargers' future, Rashawn Slater. Slater is already one of the most dominant tackles in the NFL, and the Chargers know it. He's set to earn $19 million this season. And while contract talks are in motion, Slater himself isn't flinching. His message? It'll work itself out. That's the kind of calm leadership you want anchoring your offensive line. No distractions, no drama, just business. And while Slater's extension feels like a matter of when, not if, it's had ripple effects on others, most notably Zion Johnson. Unlike Slater, Zion didn't get his fifth-year option picked up. The message is clear. This is a prove-it year for him. The Chargers need to know if he can become the kind of elite interior lineman who can command a long-term role on this squad. The talent is there. Now it's about consistency, toughness, and dominance at the point of attack. With Slater locking down the left side and a retooled offense taking shape, Zion has the perfect opportunity to thrive. If he steps up, the Chargers' offensive line could become one of the most well-rounded units in the league. Now, let's shift to a name that's quickly generating buzz at minicamp, Oronde Gadsden II. Taken in the 5th round out of Syracuse, Gadsden is already turning heads. He's not just learning the playbook, he's owning it. According to insiders, he's been getting reps with the starters, and even Justin Herbert has taken notice. Gadsden's size, hands, and football IQ make him a standout. In 7-on-7 drills, he's been electric, showing off strong roots, secure hands, and the kind of body control that's rare in young receivers. 7 catches in one session? That's not just good, that's statement-making. Of course, minicamp is a lighter environment. Defensive backs aren't flying in at full speed, but when a rookie receiver is making highlight plays and earning reps with the first team this early, it's hard to ignore. Imagine pairing Gadsden with the current receiver corps, alongside tight end support and an improved run game. The possibilities are explosive. Bottom line, Rashawn Slater is the foundation, Zion Johnson is under the spotlight, and Oronde Gadsden might be the hidden gem this offense didn't even know it needed. And this is just mini-camp. The storm hasn't even started. Rookie impact in Gadsden's rise. Let's get one thing straight. If this group of Chargers rookies performs even close to expectations, this offense won't just be good, it'll be dangerous. The offensive line is stronger. The playbook is more cohesive. Justin Herbert has more support than ever. But what's really turning heads? The new blood. The rookies are making noise early, and they're making it loud. Let's start with Tre Harris. Quick routes, sharp breaks, solid hands. He's been consistent throughout minicamp and has made a case to become an immediate contributor. He's got the look of a polished route runner, and he's connecting well with Herbert. Then there's Caden Lambert-Smith. This guy brings speed and energy every time he steps on the field. You can feel the explosiveness when he lines up wide. He's the type of receiver that stretches the field and forces defenses to stay honest. And while the backfield may seem stacked, Amarian Hampton is quietly building momentum. He's running hard, learning fast, and showing that he belongs. While carries might be split, don't be surprised if Hampton becomes a serious part of the rotation sooner than expected. His physical style fits perfectly with what Jim Harbaugh wants to establish: tough, punishing football. But the most eye-catching rookie so far? Oronde Gadsden II. This guy is becoming a problem, in the best way. The 6 feet 5 inches, 236-pound playmaker is built like a tight end but moves like a wide receiver. He's been everywhere in minicamp, snagging contested catches, running sharp routes, and more importantly, outworking everyone. Jim Harbaugh couldn't stop talking about him. In fact, he joked he can't even get Gadsden to leave the building. While other players pack up, Gadsden's still lifting, still grinding, still studying tape. This kind of mindset is exactly why coaches love him. It's no surprise he's already earned a seat at the table. And who knows? With this kind of rise, maybe we're headed toward an Elite 10 before training camp even begins. This is the new identity of the Chargers: hungry, physical, relentless. And when you add Gadsden to a rising receiver core that includes Brandon Rice and Tre Harris, the offense doesn't just look reloaded, it looks reborn. The Chargers aren't just building for the future, they're shaping a unit that can explode this season, and we're only in minicamp. Ost minicamp takeaways and what's next. Now that minicamp is wrapped, the Los Angeles Chargers step into the next critical phase of preparation, the quiet before the storm. Let's be honest, minicamp isn't full contact warfare. There are no pads cracking, no blitzes hitting home, no real game speed. Some call it the underwear Olympics, and there's truth to that. But here's what is real: evaluation. Coaches are watching every rep, every drill, every subtle reaction, and what they've seen so far: promise, potential, progress. This isn't just a routine check-in. Minicamp is a measuring stick. It shows who's locked in mentally, who's grasping the playbook, who's flashing raw talent, and most importantly, who's earning trust. Now comes the hard part: decisions. Over the next few weeks, the coaching staff will break down the film, analyze every position group, and figure out who fits where. Do they feel confident with the current roster? Is there a position that needs reinforcement before training camp opens? Could a veteran addition on the defensive line give them an edge? Or will the offensive line need more depth? These aren't casual questions. They're franchise-shaping decisions. And this is the moment those conversations heat up. One thing is clear. The Chargers are in a much better place than they were a year ago. The energy is different. The tone has changed. There's accountability, structure, and a clear vision for how this team is supposed to play. It's not just about installing plays, it's about building culture. As training camp nears, this short break is the calm before the real evaluation begins. That's when the pads come on. That's when competition explodes. And that's when the true character of this team will begin to reveal itself. What's clear from minicamp is this. Los Angeles is no longer waiting to compete. They're preparing to attack. And when the real work begins, you can bet this team will be ready to make noise.